Hello, everybody. This is Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host, Pascal Mayala, and we got a lot to talk about today subject that I want to bring up. But first, if you like this podcast, follow me on Too Good to Be True podcast with Pascal Mayala on Spotify. Hey, you may not know that maybe one day I will do a YouTube video, so you don't probably don't know. So stay in touch with me. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Belly versus PMM, or on Instagram, Pascal Mayala 15 on my Instagram. Even on Trend, if you want to follow me. So enjoy this show, and we're gonna rock, and we're gonna start our show now. Now we are gonna talk about my Super Bowl prediction. Actually, I did it a couple of days ago, but I wasn't that specific on my Super Bowl pick. And we're gonna talk about the Kobe statue in crypto.com arena. I mean, I'll call it the Staples Center, but nevertheless, and also probably we're gonna talk about. Actually, we are gonna talk about this topic. The NBA trade deadline is officially over. I forgot to talk about it, but the NBA trade deadline started a couple of weeks, and now it already ended like yesterday, like Thursday. Yeah, it ended Thursday. Now we can conclude which team who was the winner or who was the loser. Now, the the trade that we are going to talk about, we're going to do one by one, okay? So for the first, we're starting with the Mav, who traded the Mav traded Grant Williams and Seth Curry in a 2027 first round pick to the Charlotte Hornets to get PJ Washington plus a 2024 second round pick and also a 2028 second round pick. So two second round pick, one in 2024 and one in 2028. Let me tell you that the Charlotte Hornets are in a rebuilding mode. We have seen it. And let me tell you what. I'm gonna say who what did they prefer who won this trade, but I don't think one of them loses. I think both of them won won the trade. Really won the trade because let me tell you why they won the trade, because it helps it helps the Dallas Mavericks to have depth in the front court, because remember, I mean, the I apologize. I was just thinking about this. The oh my god. Well, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. The Mavs need some front court, and what PJ Washington can do, he can be a scorer, but at the same time he can be a defensive minded too. Same thing for the Hornet. I know the Hornet are in the rebuilding. We all know they are in a rebuilding, so I'm not surprised about that. But I think for Grant Williams, I think after this season. I think he might wants to be traded because I know they are restarting fresh. This is my opinion, and not only that, they are probably going to get some draft picks to build around LaMelo Ball. And speaking of Grant William, I saw something in my in my X, formerly Twitter. They said the reason why they traded um Grant William to the Hornets is because they say that 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 he was rubbing a lot of people in the wrong way. Huh. When you hear something like that, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign for him. But not only that, they say also notably he also switched his basketball sneaker from Luka to Tatum signature sneakers. That's another a bad sign for that. So my advice for you, Grant William, don't waste your career. Don't waste a opportunity that, and I will go a little bit religion, that God put you in a position, because there are some players who want to be on your shoes. Some players who never made it to the NBA want to be in your shoes. So I want him to be careful, especially when he got traded to the Charlotte Hornet. My bad. So that's my advice for him. Another big trade that we're gonna talk about, it is the 76ers traded for Ken Korsmack and Doug McDermott via some Spurs for, actually it's like a three trade. I might add, like a three trade. Sorry, a three trade. So the Sixers get Buddy Hield from the Pacers. The Pacers get for Ken Korkmax. Sorry, my apologies if I will butcher some people's name. And they got Doug McDermott from the Spurs. Plus, the Pacers also got two second round pick from the Toronto Raptors in 2024, this year, and the 2029 pick from the Blazers. Not also that, listen. Plus the cash consideration from the 76ers. The Spurs, I might add, get Marcus Morris and a 2029 second round pick from the Clippers, plus cash consideration. So if you tell me who won the trade, I think the Sixer won the trade because they need another shooter. They need another shooter around actually Joel Embiid, but he's injured, so you need to build around Tyrese Maxey. And I think that's a good landing spot for Buddy Hield. Now, for the Pacers, Doug McDermott, I'm okay. He's a good player. Furkan Korkmaz, also is a good player. But I can't believe that they lost Marcus Morris. That's the only thing I got to say about that. Now, the Phoenix Sun traded, actually not traded, but add Royce O'Neal in a three and David Roddy in a three-team trade. Think about that. Three trade. So that's a three-team trade. So the Sun received Royce O'Neal from Brooklyn Nets and David Roddy from the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies received a 2026 first round pick from the Sun, plus Chimezie Metu from the Sun, plus Yuta Watanabe from the Sun. This is what the Grizzlies have. So the Nets get Keita Baby Diop from the Sun, Jordan Goodwin from the Sun, and they also have the draft right from Vanhan Marikovic from the Sun and three future second round pick from the Sun. I'll tell you what. Phoenix Sun won the trade. That's a phenomenal pick from the Sun. Royce O'Neal, if you're gonna bring up the defensive way that Frank Vogel needed, because the Sun don't play really much good defense, but this time they're pretty good, not great but good. So I'll give a shout out to the Sun. Now, the Thunder and the Hornet made a trade each other. So Gordon Hayward got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Hornet get Vasily. Sorry if I butcher his name. Vasily Mitchell, Trey Mann, and David Berton, plus a 2024 second round pick from the Rockets and a 2025 second round pick from the Sixers. I'll tell you what. Well, like we said, the Hornets are in a rebuild team. Oklahoma City Thunder, they need a veteran who's been there to the playoff, who had the experience, and now he need to be the veteran of this young team, because OKC is a very young team. They're like what? They're second or third place in the Western Conference. So they need a veteran, especially in the playoff, where I think SGA have experience, but he went to the playoff one time. So that's why the OKC, the Thunder won the trade. Now the Nets, they did something very interesting. The Nets have traded with the Pistons. They have traded Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic, and the Pistons get Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn, Quinn Grimes, Ryan Arcidiacono, and two future second round pick and a cash consideration. The New York Knicks won the trade. Now the Knicks has depth on the bench, but is it enough to make it to the conference finals? I do not know if they can make it to the conference finals, because Boston in the Eastern Conference, they're in their own elite. Then you got the rest. You got the rest of the Eastern Conference team. That's all I gotta say. Now, the Nets acquired Dennis Schroeder from the Raptors. So mean that the Nets will receive Dennis Schroeder, Thaddeus Young, and the Raptors will receive Spencer Dinwiddie. But we just find out that both teams have waived Thaddeus Young And the Raptors released a special DVD because they are rebuilding. Actually, they're rebuilding to a young core. Now, for the Bucks, the Sixer has traded Patrick Beverly to the Milwaukee Bucks for Cameron Payne. So that means the Sixers have Cameron Payne. The the Bucks have Patrick Beverly. Plus the plus they get a 2027 second round pick. I don't know if that player will be good, but I'll tell you maybe he I don't know. There's some second round pick. Maybe they're late bloomers. Maybe they're like we say developmental players. But I'll tell you what, the Bucks need somebody like a Patrick Beverly to help them accountable because on defense they are looking bad, and when I mean bad, I mean very 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 bad. So Patrick Beverly will be the guy who will stick it out of your face in practice, and he will held the players accountable. So everybody in the Bucks should be held accountable. So does Giannis Antetokounmpo. He also deserves to get the blame, and that's why Pat Beverly will give it to you. He will not only stick it out of your face, but also he will be a defensive liability. So, so that's what Patrick Beverly will do. It's what he's always gonna do because he's a pest, and he can be on my team any day, any night. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, also the Maverick Thunder they have swap pick. I mean, Maverick get a 2024 first round pick, and the Thunder get a 2028 first round pick. So it doesn't really mean anything. The Celtics received Jaden Springer, and the Sixers get the 2024 second round pick. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing to me. But I will give another props for the Mav also. The Mav had traded Richaun Holmes plus a 2024 first round pick from Mav to the Thunder. The Maverick will get Daniel Gafford. I think the Maverick won. They need a front, like I said, they need some front core who not only who can shoot, but also who can rebound because they're poor. The Mavericks are poor in rebound. And I applaud the Mavericks. I applaud Mark Cuban what they're doing. And they did a phenomenal job. Now the Bucks are trading Robert Lopez to the Sacramento King. Also, the Bucks will receive the right of Dimitrios Agravanis. Also, the Kings are already waived for Robin Lopez. Gotta say that. Now, my Raptors. If you hear say my Raptors in my podcast, yes, I am a Toronto Raptor fan, and this is my team that I rock. Okay, people, don't laugh. Don't laugh. So the Raptors had traded Otto Porter Actually, the Raptors had traded Otto Porter Jr. and Kira Lewis Jr. from the Toronto Raptors. So the Raptors will have Kelly Olynyk and Ochai Agbaji. Plus, the Jazz will receive a 2024 first round pick, which is pretty cool. I think both sides won. I'm very proud of what the rap. I'm very proud what Masai Ujiri is doing to rebuild, to understand now the championship window is closing. We need to start from the ground. Actually, I will say this: let's start from scratch, and that's what my Raptors trying to do. Scotty Barnes is an all-star, which, by the way, congratulations to Scotty Barnes. And that next year, maybe, if the pieces are all right, they're probably going to be a team that you do not want to face in the playoff next year playoff. Oh, this is what I got to say about that. Now, the Sixer had traded actually not traded. Yes, actually traded Daniel House Jr. to the Pistons, and the Pistons will receive a 2024 second round pick plus cash consideration. So the Sixers will get 2028 second round pick. So it don't mean nothing. It doesn't really mean nothing. The Pacer has acquired Corey Joseph from the Golden State Warriors. Plus, the Pacers will get a 2025 second round pick from via Charlotte, plus a cash consideration. The winner will get a 2024 first round pick. So, like I said, some of the first round pick can be a late first round pick or mid first round pick. But the case with the Washington Wizards, I think that they're probably going to be in the top 5 or top 10. So, I don't know about that. The Pistons are acquired Fontejo, Samuel Fontejo. The Jazz will get Kevin Knox and a future second round pick and a right to Gabriela Procida. I wonder if he's Spanish, Hispanic. But nevertheless, the Pistons. Oh, let's just for the record, I forgot to say for the Nets and the Pistons that this trade is a little bit too late for that. But if I was the Pistons, we are in a rebuilding. Like I said. Now, the Wolves had received Monte Morris, plus the Pistons are receiving Troy Brown Jr. and Shake Milton on their squad. And the 2030 second round pick. We don't know who's going to be the second round pick. So maybe he will be a good player. I don't know. The Celtics have landed Xavier Tillman. And the Grizzlies are having Lamar Steven, plus the 2027 second round pick from the Hawks and a 2030 from the Mavs. I'll say mid. The Rockets traded for the Grizzlies. Yeah, they traded the Grizzlies, so the Rocket will get Steven Adams, and the Grizzlies will receive Victor Oladipo plus 3 second round pick. Yeah, I'll say it's decent, not great, but decent. And that's it for now. So let me tell you who really won this. I think there's two, actually three, but that three is too much to see. I'll be honest with you. Now, who's the two team who won in the East? The New York Knicks. They won. They won. They won the trade to get Alec Burke and Boyan Bogdanovic for Eva Fournier, Quinn Grime, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you something. I'm not saying the retired person. Actually, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Now, just go. Yeah, let's go back to what I said. The New York Knicks and Dallas Maverick won the trade, and the reason they won the trade because for let's start with the Mav. The Mav, their front court are weak as hell. They need some side presence and a player who can stretch the floor. That's PJ Washington. A player need to get the rebound. That is Gadford. Are they a contender? No. Are they making it in a playoff? Absolutely. Same thing with the Knicks. Like I said, their bench is depth. Can they win a first or second round of playoff? Maybe. First round, yes. Second round, I doubt it. But the Knicks need a superstar. I think everybody knows they need a superstar. 100%. They need a real superstar to go to the final destination to win the chip for the New York Knicks. This 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 team. I watched a New York Knicks basketball game, and I can tell you that um, they play pretty good basketball. And I think they will be true contender if they have that one superstar on the team. This is how I'm gonna say about that. Now, before I continue this, I am a little bit sleepy. If you see me not speaking that much, that's because I'm so tired. I got a long day. I had a long day. So, people, please don't blame me. If you listen to this podcast after I release it, please do not do not tweet me on about this, man. I'm so tired. But I'm doing it for the fan. I'm doing it for you guys. So thank you, people. And thank you from the bottom of my heart who's listening to this sixth episode of Too Good to Be True podcast. Now, let's talk about what happened Thursday. Not the trade, but it's got to do with Kobe. Kobe is an icon. And when the tragic when Kobe passed away, my heart was very very broken when the passing of Kobe Bryant with his daughter and some other people. I felt like that Kobe had a short life to live, and I wish he could talk about more uh, basketball if he was alive. But what hurt me the most is Gianna, Gigi. If I look at very close her age, she died in 13, right? So she probably gonna be 16 and a half if she was still alive. But that's not important. The important is that Kobe got his statue outside of the crypto.com arena. Uh, when I saw this, I I couldn't see very well because the lighting was too bright when I saw it live on TV. And and uh, and I know in LA it was raining, so I don't blame them for have that huge tent. But I can't judge until I see it because now I'm on Twitter. I've seen these. I want to see the monument at close. I want to say this. It's not bad. The monument is not bad because of the lighting. Yes, Thursday, in that in that his face. I don't know if I can see it very well. His face. I don't know. His face look pretty good. I like what they did wearing the white jerseys. And people say, why he's pointing at the finger at the sky? He's pointing at the finger at the sky because if you remember, January 2022, actually to January 22, 2006, this one is when Kobe dropped 81 points against my Raptors. Boy, I got still nightmares about that. And and you thought that Luca 73 point was pretty hard. Kobe 81 point was very much more harder. And they were playing defense, so they were playing defense back in 2006 against my Raptor, who probably we were in a rebuild that year. But also you got to give credit to the Raptors. You cannot always give credit to the Lakers or Kobe. Give credit to the Raptors too because we were up in that game and Kobe went berserk. So so I can't blame uh Kobe going 81 points. Now, who was there during the presentation of the statue? Well, I saw Phil Jackson, Derek Fisher, I saw Paul Gasol, I saw Dwayne Wade, and I saw and Vanessa and his two children, Natalia, I believe Capri, and the last one I forgot his name. My apologize. And And I believe they said this is one of three Kobe's monument. They said they're gonna do another monument with Kobe, with one worn number 24. This one was number 8, and there will be another one with Kobe and Gianna, which the Lakers organization. I always say this: they're a great organization, and they know how to represent uh the rich and the culture and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers. So I would say this: congratulations to Kobe Bryant. We miss you. We miss you. Intelligent. and the knowledge of the game. I played basketball when I was a kid, and I still love basketball. Believe me, basketball is my first love. So for Kobe, we love you, and we're gonna miss you. Now we'll take a little bit 1 minute pause. Then after that, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of the Super Bowl prediction and what do I expect for this game. So 1 minute of break, please. Now, let's talk about the Super Bowl prediction. But before we talk about the Super Bowl prediction, let's talk about what do I expect from 49ers and the Kansas City Chief. So for the Chief, it's their offense. Their offense, when I mean their offense, I mean their right receiver need to catch the goddamn ball. I mean, my God. The season, they couldn't even catch a goddamn ball. But now that the momentum are shifting towards to the Chief, they can finally catch the ball. Now defense, I got no issue for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs, their defense were what had carried. It had carried the Chiefs in the playoff, and we gotta give credit to the Chief defense, Chris Jones and the rest of the crew. They showed it in the playoff. Regular season, not so much, but playoff, yes. And now for the 49ers, it's all about Brock Purdy. Can Brock Purdy beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl? Can the 49ers get rid of the monkey of their back after Super Bowl 20? Actually, not Super Bowl 20. Super Bowl 54.